And here we go. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. If you are here, consider yourself fortunate, consider yourself blessed and highly favored. Someone loves you, someone cares about you, someone wants to share their blessings with you. So, welcome. I'm so glad you took the time to be here tonight, and I hope that you are able to receive the gift that someone is trying to give you. I am Jackie Bowie. I am a Ujama member. I am a retired sergeant major with 32 years of active service. I pride myself on being a woman of honor, integrity, and great faith, would never compromise my integrity nor my faith for anything or anyone, would never advocate for any group that I do not believe in or that I do not see as a benefit to other people, would never ask anyone to do anything that would cause them any harm in any way. I am not a paid spokesperson. I am not receiving any compensation or incentives for being here tonight. My sole purpose in presenting this information is to share the blessing that was shared with me and my family and to help as many people as possible. I have always had a strong desire to help people, to educate, elevate, and empower people, all people, but especially those that need it the most. And we have a lot of people that are struggling right now. We have a lot of people that are in need of help. We have people that are, furloughed, unemployed, laid off, losing jobs. Don't know how they're going to pay the bills. I mean, these are really turbulent times, and there are a lot of people that need help, and I want to help those people. And I need your help in order to be able to do that. I mean, together we can help a lot of people. We can save lives, we can change lives, we can impact and improve the lives of everyone that we come in contact with. So that is my goal. That is my purpose. That is my intent. That is what I want to do. And that is what I need your help with. And that is why I am here. All I ask is that you come in with an open heart and an open mind. And I say that because so often we approach new or unfamiliar things with very high levels of doubt, skepticism, and fear. And that's totally understandable. I totally get it, considering everything that we've been through and everything that we're still going through. But all of that stuff, all of those things tend to block our view and it blocks us from being able to receive our blessings. So I just ask that you put all of that aside and just listen to the presentation. So, what we are discussing tonight is the Ujamaa Cooperative Economics Family and Friends Share Group. So, what is that? What does all of that mean? Well, in a nutshell, Ujamaa is Swahili. It means extended family. It is also the fourth principle of Kwanzaa, which means cooperative economics. It teaches us to support each other and to do things that benefit our families and our communities. So we do this by giving and receiving monetary gifts of $500. And the Family and Friends Share Group is the platform that we use to give and receive these gifts. So basically, in a nutshell, this is a community of family and friends that are giving and receiving gifts to and from each other. So let's take a look at the Ujamaa flower element. So this is what we use to circulate and track gifts throughout the community. You see that there are four elements represented on this flower. There is fire, there is air, there is earth, and then there is water. So everyone comes into the community as a fire, and then they work their way through the flower until they get into the water. So week one is fire, week two is air, week three is earth, and week four is water. So week 1 is where you give your gift of $500 to the member in the water position of the flower you are coming into the community on. And then week 4 is where you go into the water and you receive the same gift that you gave in week 1 from 8 other members. So let's take a look at the foundation and the history of share groups. So this process is not new. It's new to most of us because we've never heard of it before, but it's not new to the world. It's been around for hundreds of years, and it originates from an ancient African tradition called a susu. So the susu, the traditional susu, was a group of family members and friends in African communities who would come together and pool their resources in order to multiply their returns. So this concept has been adapted by many other cultures all over the world, by Asians, by Hispanics, by Caribbeans, by Americans, by many other cultures. So people have used susus for hundreds of years to buy houses, to buy cars, to pay for weddings, to pay for college, to pay for vacations, to get out of debt, and numerous other things. And we use the same concept, but we use a more modern day approach to the susu. So let's take a look at the differences. So under the traditional, there was a banker. There was one holder of the funds, and this person would collect all the money from everybody and disperse it out to whoever turn it was to get the money out of the pool. With the Ujamaa, there is no holder of the funds. There's no banker. There's no middleman. There's nobody holding money. The money goes directly from the person giving it to the person receiving it. With the traditional, the frequency of the contributions was every week or every month, and that was determined by the group members. With the Ujamaa, there is a one-time only out-of-pocket contribution. With the traditional, the length of the contribution was based on the number of members. So if there were 6 members, you got the money every 6 months. If there were 10 members, you got the money every 10 months. With the Ujamaa, we have a 4-week cycle. So you are going to receive a gift from the community every 4 weeks. And then with the traditional, what you put in is what you got out. With the Ujamaa, the gift that you receive is always going to be greater than the gift that you give. So you are going to be given a gift of $500, but you will be receiving a gift of $3,500 in return. And the very best thing about the new and improved model is that it's residual. Residual meaning it's going to generate a gift. Your flower is going to generate a gift a month after month after month based off of the 2 things that you did when you came into the community, which was 1, give a gift, and 2, bring two people that also give a gift. You have now created a residual gift for yourself that is going to keep giving, keep generating a gift, and keep giving month after month after month. That's why we call it the gift that keeps on giving. So how does it work? Well, each week is represented by an element. So week 1 is fire. You have been invited into the community and you come in with your gift of $500. Week 2 is air. In week 2, you are bringing 2 new people into the community who are also coming in as fires. In week 3, you are moving into the earth position. In the earth position, what you are doing is you are rotating on another flower and you're bringing your people along with you and you're just communicating with your people and you're making sure that everyone is bringing their 2 people. Week 4, you're going to rotate into the water position. This is the gift receiving position. When you're in week 4, all you're doing is you're communicating with the people you brought in behind you, and you're making sure everybody brings their 2 people. And when everybody brings their 2 people, you receive your gift. So the entry gift is $500. The payout gift is $4,000, but you always get $500 back. So you go home with $3,500. Each person brings 2 new people into the community, and those people come in as buyers. And then on the 5th week, you go back to week 1 and you start the process all over again by giving a second gift of $500 to the same person you gave it to the first time. But this time, when you give the gift, you are giving it out of the $4,000 you received in week 4 when you were in the water. So you're no longer giving out of your pocket. Now you are giving out of what you are receiving from the community. And this time, when you can't go through, you're not having to bring 2 new people, because the same 2 people you bought in week 2 are also going to be following you through week 6. And every month after that, they're going to be following you month after month after month. They're always going, those same 2 people are always going to be 1 week behind you. So they will always, so you always follow you. So you're not bringing any more people and you're not giving any more money out of your pocket. At this point, your flower is getting ready to go into residual mode. And that's why we say this is a gift that keeps on giving over and over again, month after month after month. And so let's take a look at the entire process. Let's follow you as you come into the community and work your way through the flower into the water position. So this is you. You have been invited into the community. You and Jay-Z have been invited in by Martin. You and Jay-Z are in week 1. You are fires. Martin, the person who invited you, he is in week 2. He is in air. And Michael is in the water. Michael has already worked his way through the 4-week process. He is now in the water. He is in the gift receiving position. So you, Jay-Z, and all 8 of these fires will be sending your gifts directly to Michael. Michael will be receiving 8 gifts of $500. Week 2. In week 2, you're going to move into the air position because you're now going to bring in your 2 people behind you. So you brought in Ricky and Ronnie. Ricky and Ronnie are in week 1. They are fires. You are in week 2. You are air. The person who invited you, Martin, he is now in week 3. He is earth. And Kevin is now in the water. Kevin has worked his way through the 4-week process. He is now in the gift receiving position. He is in the water. So Ricky, Ronnie, and all 8 of the fires that come in on this flower will be sending their gifts directly to Kevin. Kevin will be receiving 8 gifts of $500. Week 3. In week 3, you are now going to move into the earth position because your 2 people are going to bring in their 2 people behind them. So Ricky brought in Janice and Joy. Ronnie brought in Trey and Zion. Janice, Joy, Trey, and Zion are all in week 1. They are fires. Ricky and Ronnie are in week 2. They are airs. You are in week 3. You are earth. And Martin, the person who brought you in, he is now in week 4. He is in the water position. He is in the gift receiving position. So Trey, Zion, and all 8 of the fires coming in on Martin's flower will be sending their gifts directly to Martin. Martin will be receiving 8 gifts of $500. Week 4. Hey, let's take a look and see what happens in week 4. Who's in the water? You are. You are now in the water. You are in the gift receiving position. You have worked your way through the 4-week process. You're now in the water. Your 2 people, Ricky and Ronnie, are 1 week behind you. They are in the earth. Their 2 people, Janice and Joy, and Zion and Trey, are 1 week behind them. They are heirs, and they have all brought in their 2 people behind them. So all 8 of these people who are coming in to the community on your flower will be sending their gifts directly to you. You will be receiving 8 gifts of $500. And at that time, your flower is going to close. A closed flower means that all the spots on the flower are now full and there is no more room for anyone else on this flower. So what happens when your flower closes? and there's no more room for anyone else on your flower. Well, now it's time for everyone else in your flower to rotate through into the water and receive their gifts. So in order to do that, they are going to split out from your flower, and they're going to split out into their own flowers. So your two people who are 1 week behind you, Ricky and Ronnie, they're going to split out from your flower, and they're going to split into their own flowers into the water position. When they do that, they're going to create space on their flower for 8 more fires. So they're going to split your flower in half. Ricky's going to take the top half over here to his flower. Ronnie's going to take the bottom half over here to his flower. So then these 4 people, Quan, Tia, Tabay, and Sherelle, who were all in week 1 on your flower, they are now going to be in week 2 on Ricky's flower. And then these 4 people, Maya, India, Peyton, and Ola, who were all in week 1 on your flower, they're all going to be in week 2 on Ronnie's flower. And then they're going to bring in their 2 people behind them. And then that's going to close Ronnie's flower. That's going to close Ricky's flower. Ricky's going to receive 8 gifts of $500 from all 8 of the fires on his flower. And Ronnie, at the exact same time, is going to receive 8 gifts of $500 from all 8 of the fires on his flower. And then this process, the split, is going to continue to happen until everyone in your flower rotates through into the water and receive their gifts. And then while Ricky and Ronnie are in the water, because they're 1 week behind you, you are now going to go back to your week 1 flower. You're in week 5. They're in week 4. You're in week 5. In week 5, you remember we said you go back to your week 1 flower. You see that you're back there on week 1. This is the same flower you came into the community on. You're right back there next to Jay-Z. You're right behind Martin. And Michael is back in the water. So now this time, you, Jay-Z, and all 8 of these fires are going to come back to Michael for the second time, and you're going to give him a second gift of $500. But this time, when you give the gift, you're not giving it out of pocket. You're giving it out of the gift that you received when you were in the water on week 4. And so now when you all come back and give him the second gift, his flower is going to lock. A locked flower means that everyone in this flower is now receiving a gift from the community, and they're giving a portion of that gift back to the community. So then everyone in this flower, no one in this flower is going in their pocket to give anything. Everyone in this flower is receiving a gift from the community, and then they're coming back to this flower and they're giving $500 of that gift back to Michael. And that's when this flower goes into residual gift giving mode. Residual gift giving mode just means that you are now just waiting for your opportunity to rotate back into the water so that you can receive another gift. And then this flower, you just keep rotating from fire to air to earth to water. You keep rotating through those same 4 positions every month, and you keep getting that gift. You keep generating that gift every single month without having to put any more work into that flower. So this is the goal. This is where everyone wants to get to. Everyone wants to get to residual gift giving mode, but this is a process. It takes a while to get here. In order for you to get here, everyone that you brought into the community has to get through, work their way through the flower and into the water and receive a gift from the community, and then come back and give you a gift out of what they received from the community. That's how you get here to residual gift giving mode. But when you get here, you have locked in a gift for yourself and your family that is going to keep generating month after month after month for as long as you remain a member of this community. That gift is always going to be there for you. So this is the goal. This is what you're working for. This is where you want to get to. And I would tell you, do not stop working until you get here. Okay, are these gifts taxable? No, they are gifts. They are perfectly legal and they are not taxable. How do we know that? We know that because IRS publication 559 states that the annual gift tax exclusion is $15,000 per person. That means we can give gifts up to $15,000 to multiple people without paying taxes. These are the gift tax exclusions for the previous years. You'll see that it has not changed since 2018. It was $15,000 then. It's still $15,000 now. Do not take my word for it. Do your due diligence. Look it up for yourself. Ask your tax professional. Go to irs.gov. It is all there in plain sight for everyone to see. You will never give or receive more than $6,000 in any given year from any one person, which puts you well below the taxable threshold of $15,000. Things to remember. You want to remember that your flower reflects you. So the quality of your flower is going to depend on the quality of the people that you invite. So you want to make sure you're inviting like-minded people. You want to make sure that you are inviting reliable, trustworthy, dependable, committed people, people that are going to be committed to you, committed to the community, committed to the process, and committed to doing the work that it takes to make sure that they close their flowers, lock their flowers, and get to that residual income mode. That's the goal. And everyone has to invite two people. Why? Because this is about unity. It's about community. It's about us uplifting, elevating, and empowering each other. Not about you, not about me. This is about us. This is about each one of us reaching back and pulling two other people up behind us and us all getting to a point where, we are earning that income or receiving that gift together. So just make sure your two people are working on their two people when they come into the community. And then the process flows much smoothly is if everyone has their two people ready to join the community after they join the community. 1 week after they join the community. But, we're dealing with people. And whenever you're dealing with people, there are going to be different variables that come into play. So we understand that the process is not going to work perfectly or that quickly for everyone, but that's okay because this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. We're building a legacy here, and building legacies take time. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes there are growing pains. That's okay. You have to be patient. You have to be patient with these flowers. You have to be kind with these flowers. You take care of these flowers. You grow these flowers, and these flowers will take care of you. So be patient, you know, be kind, take care of these flowers. Don't rush these flowers. Just look, if it takes you longer than 4 weeks to build it, so be it. You're building a legacy. You want a strong foundation. You don't just want to throw the flower together with any and everybody. You want people that are going to be committed to growing that flower and committed to getting that flower to a point where it's going to generate that residual gift. So, don't worry, don't panic if it takes you a little bit longer to build your flower. Take whatever time you need to build your flower and make sure you have a strong foundation. And then remember that this is residual, guys. This is not a get rich quick thing. This is not, one shot, one kill. This is residual. We're building a legacy that we can pass down to our children and to our children's children. We're building a gift. We're building a community here of gift givers, gift sharers that we can share forever, for years and years and years down the line. This is something that we're going to be able to fall back on and we're going to be able to depend on regardless of whatever is going on anywhere else. At least we know we have this. We have each other. And so, yeah, it's residual. It's going to be a gift that keeps on giving. And if you don't remember anything else, you definitely need to remember that. What does it represent? Ujamaa represents kinship. We're a family. We're an extended family. When we come together in this community, we are now, we're creating new relationships. We're building relationships. We're building families. We're extending our family connections across the community. This is unity across ethnic lines. This is not, this is not an ethnic group. This is a group where all races, all cultures, all identities. This is all of God's people are welcome and accepted in this community. And then this is a shared effort to benefit everyone in the community. This is about all of us winning. This is about all of us coming together, elevating, uplifting, and empowering each other. This is about everybody getting to the water and receiving the gift, and everybody locking their flowers and locking in the residuals so that we can, pass this on and build our legacies and pass this on to our families, and that's it, so that we can have this. We can have this, for as long as we want, guys. It's up to us. We can build this community as large as we want, and we can stay in this community as long as we want. And I hope that all of you are just as committed as I am to stay in forever. I am Ujamaa forever. I will be here forever, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get rid of me, like, ever. Okay, so how do we give and receive our gifts? So there are multiple ways that we can do it. Like I said, it goes directly from the person giving it to the person receiving it. We use GPay. We use Apple Pay, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, Facebook, PayPal, or basically however the recipient chooses to receive their gift. All right, so that concludes the presentation. As you can see, this is an excellent opportunity, guys, for you to increase the wealth of you and your family. This is an extremely, extremely powerful gift that will keep giving month after month after month, regardless of what's going on your job, regardless of what's going on in the economy, regardless of what's going on in the world. This is something that we can have, that we can generate and create and have for ourselves. We can be the help that we need. We don't have to depend on, governments or banks or credit unions or anyone else. We can build our own wealth within our own communities. This is a great opportunity for us to elevate, empower, enrich, and uplift each other, our families, and our communities. This is it, guys. This is something that we can do for ourselves. So with all of that being said, I will now open up for your questions. And if you have no questions, I'll just ask that you get back with the person who invited you. And I hope to see you in the Ujamaa community. I look forward to seeing you there. So open your mics and give me your questions. What are your questions? No questions?
I think your presentations are so good now that no one has
I
any
hope
questions.
so. I hope that's the case, and I hope people are not just being shy and afraid to ask their questions. But yeah, if I hope that the presentation was pretty clear. But if not, please, guys, just come online and ask your questions. This is a friendly environment. There are no holds barred here. Whatever questions you have, please ask. No questions?
They said great presentation.
Yep, Robbie said great presentation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Roger
thank
says
you,
great presentation.
guys. Okay, so if there are no questions, I just ask that you get back with the person who invited you, and I look forward to seeing you in the community. Have a great evening. Thank you for being here tonight.
Those
All
that are
three of my
members stand
children are
by.
here.
I thought you had additional meeting for the members.
Yes. Members, members, please stay on the line. Stay on the line, members. Visitors, we hope to see you in the community. See you guys later. Have a great evening. Thank you for coming. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, do we have all members on the line now?
Yes.
Yes.